Now we're going to have a couple of choirs, the St. Paul's Choir and the Gospel Praise and the Men's Chorus are going to give a couple of performances, and while they're coming up here, I'm going to give you a little bit of background on Jessie. How many today here are from Saskatchewan? Put up your hand. Wow. Well, you'll be happy to know that that's where Jessie landed after she came here from Scotland. And Jessie was born in a small fishing village called Portnocky in Banffshire on the north coast of Scotland. And her father moved here. Angus, her father, served in the First World War, after which he wanted to have his own farm, and he wasn't able to get one in Scotland, so he noticed that it was fairly easy to come by a farm in Saskatchewan, providing you had money. So he came to Canada and he got a job on a farm in Ruthilda, is it? Ruthilda, Saskatchewan, and he settled there and he bought part of one of the farmers' sections of farm. Jessie used to go to back and forth to school on horseback there, and sometimes it's said that the horse didn't always want to go the same way she did. But being the little boss she is, she had the horse convinced eventually to go the right way to school. After graduating, she attended Robertson Business School, and while living in Saskatchewan, she met an airplane pilot. And I'm going to stop there for a few minutes while the choir sings the song, Fly Away Medley. I think that's good for this.
When this life is o'er,
Wasn't that wonderful? Let's give them another hand of applause. That's St. Paul's Choir and Gospel Praise. What an appropriate song, because Jessie met a pilot, as I mentioned to you, and I know from experience that pilots are, women like pilots. And, well, that's what Jean tells me anyway. One day she came home and she let her mother know that she was going to be married and that she was going to marry this pilot. And her mother had some interesting information. She said, "What's his name? He's not Catholic, I hope." Jessie assured him, no, he was Presbyterian. And she asked again, "Good, but what is his name?" She was horrified when she learned the answer. Her maiden name was MacDonald, so anyone who knows much about Scottish history would understand her mother being horrified when she discovered that her new son-in-law's name was going to be Angus Campbell. The mother said, "Do you know that the Campbells slaughtered the MacDonalds back in 1692? However, she came to accept him as a member of the family, and after her marriage, they flew off to their new home in Saskatoon. Angus was a partner in Mason and Campbell Aviation. Subsequently, he moved and relocated to Prince Albert. Angus and Jessie had 3 children, Mary, Julia, both now deceased, and Donald Campbell. Angus was very well known in the aviation circles, but died at the age of 40 as a result of a malignant hypertension, leaving Jessie alone with 3 children to raise. Just before Angus died, they made a trip to BC, and Jessie came to live here shortly after that. So now Gospel Praise is going to sing "Stand By, Trembling Soul." Oh.
Steady my trembling soul.
Steady my trembling souls.
I'm always Ukrainian.
I'm sorry, Sylvia.
It's steady my trembling soul.
Oh, okay, I'll get it right soon.
And the soloist is Russell Hogan.
Okay. "Steady My Trembling Soul," and the solo is going to be by Russell Bowman. Way to go, Russell.
There's coming a day when the Lord's coming down,
Steady my trembling soul.
and my feet will follow the heaven bound.
Steady my trembling soul.
And when I listen for my name at the pearly gate, I pray my weary voice won't hesitate.
Steady my hands, steady my feet, and fear rolls up the road. Steady my tongue, steady my love, steady my trembling soul. Steady my trembling
I've been walking with the Lord for
Gospel Praise from Russell. Sorry I didn't get that right the first time around. I'll try better next time. In 1946, Jessie was in Kelowna and she found a home on Glen Avenue, and it's now called Lawrence Avenue, and settled there. She took a job with T.F. McWilliams, a local lawyer. And around the end of April 1949, she got to know E.O. Woods, a land surveyor, who had just moved to Kelowna a year previously from Kamloops. Both Jessie and E.O. sang in the choir at First United Church, and they began to date. And of course, we all know what that led to. They would have been married sooner, but Jessie wanted to become a June bride. So they were married June 1st, 1949, at the home of Reverend Daniel Perry. It would have, and the same year he turned 65 years of age. E.O. made up for lost time since he had no children from his first marriage, and in January 1951, the couple had twins. Stand up, twins. Let's see who you are. They settled in a home that E.O. had bought outside of town near the mouth of the Mission Creek on a 2-acre parcel of land, and added more rooms to accommodate their family growth. Jessie worked in E.O.'s office doing bookkeeping and as a receptionist until he sold his business at the age of 80. They built a new home next to the old one along Mission Creek and had a large vegetable garden, well cared for by E.O. Retirement wasn't in his plans, though, as he wrote in his agreement of sale that he would still do work for housing plans over the years. Jessie took a job working for the Independent Order of Foresters as a deputy and made a lot of good friends during her year working with them. And now, I'll see if I get this right, Sylvia. The men's chorus group are going to sing a song called Hymn of Praise. Is that correct? I'm sorry. Hymn of Promise. Hymn of Promise. My apologies. I'm sorry, everybody. You'll see what happens when you get to be 39, let me tell you.
Until its season, something God alone can see.
ladies out there, after that beautiful song, we should all be saying, "Ah, men." Find my spot here. Sorry about this. E.O. passed away September 7th, 1976 of a massive heart attack. It was one day before Jessie's 65th birthday. His ashes are in the base of the bell tower, and when her time comes, she wants to also share in the space. The next few months were hard on her, and the family persuaded her to make a trip to Europe, in which she did. She went to Scotland and enjoyed it very much. In 1981, she sold her house in Kelowna and bought a townhouse in Summerland, where she lived until 1990, when she returned to Kelowna. And as Earl mentioned before, she created two of these beautiful, magnificent tapestries, one here and one in Summerland, which took her 11 months to do, and this one which took 9 months to do. When she returned to Kelowna, she went to Hawthorne Park and stayed there for a while. In the mid-1990s, she lost both her daughters, Julia to melanoma, and 8 months later, Mary to lupus. After having a stroke in her left eye and losing vision, and that as a result of a damaged retina, she decided it was again time to look for an assisted living home. So she went to move to Highlands out in Glenmore. And although everything there was nice and fine, it was a little too far out of town for her, so she decided again to move back to Dorchester and felt that additional cost was well worth it. She loved it there, but had another stroke, and after moving there and came out of the hospital, confused and incoherent. The Dorchester was good about it, allowed her sons to take turns staying with her overnight, and even supplied meals with them. With prayers from many people, it was not long before she recovered. Stayed 6 years at the Dorchester and enjoyed every minute. But her son Orson was building a home, and in the process of building a home, he built a room for her, and she's lived there ever since. Russell, I want you to come up and tell me what this song is. I want to get it right this time.
The apparent suggestion is that I'm going to get it right. Okay, I just want to mention that I had a Scottish father, and like many Scots, they found it necessary to leave Scotland for two disastrous reasons. One was the Battle of Culloden, which will be referred to in the one song I'll be doing for you just in a moment, and the other reason is the Scottish weather. I don't know if you've ever been to Scotland in the middle of winter, but my goodness, it is rough. I grew up in Johannesburg, and so my accent's going to be phony. I apologize for that. But my first song will be the Sky Boat Song, which refers to Bonnie Prince Charlie running away from the southern part of Scotland and building up a military force which was going to take over England. And unfortunately, the Battle of Culloden stopped that dead in its tracks. And that was the one Scottish disaster which almost, in their eyes at that time, was an equal of 9/11, so I hope you find it appropriate. The other one is a sweet little song which Jessie, I'm sure, will remember, used to be sung by Ken McKellar in the 40s and 50s, and that's Granny's Healing Hay.
Thanks, Russell. Thanks for getting that right for me.
Loud the the winds howl, loud the waves roar, thunderclaps rend the air. The baffled are forced, and by the shore, follow they will not dare. Speed, bonny boat, like a bird on the wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king, over the sea to sky. Though the waves leap, soft shall he sleep, ocean's a royal bed. Rocked in the deep, Flora will keep a watch by your weary head. Speed, bonny boat, like a bird on the wing, on with the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king, over the sea to sky. Many's the lad fought on that day, well claymore could wield. When the night came, silently lay, dead on Culloden's field. Speed, bonny boat, like a bird on the wing, on with the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king, over the sea to sky. Burned are our homes, exile and death, scatter the loyal men. Yet by the sword, jewel in the sheath, Charlie will come again. Speed, bonny boat, like a bird on the wing, on with the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king, over the sea to sky. Over the sea to sky. Over the sea to sky. Where the heather bells are blooming, just outside Granny's door. Whereas laddies there we played in days of long ago, neath the shadow of Benfraggy and Gosby's lordly stane. How I wish that I could see my granny's heathen bay. Far away in the Highlands there stands a wee house, and it stands on the breast o' the brae, where we played as laddies there long, long ago, and it seems it was just yesterday. I can still see old Granny, a smile on her face, just as sweet as the heather dew. Oh, when I kissed her goodbye, with a tear in her eye, said, laddie, may God bless you. Where the heather bells are blooming, just outside Granny's door. Whereas laddies there we played in days of long ago, beneath the shadow of Benfraggy and Gosby's lordly stane. How I wished that I could see my granny's heel and hay.
Thank you, Russell. That was very nice. I'm looking at my sheet here, so if I have to get anything else right. No. Thanks, Elliot, for shaking your head like that.